Once upon a time, in a quaint village cradled by majestic mountains and tranquil rivers, lived a young boy named Kavi. Kavi was known for his bright smile and boundless curiosity. He loved playing with his friends, helping his family, and listening to the enchanting stories told by the village elders. Among these elders was a wise and kind monk named Bhikkhu Sona, who resided in a serene monastery just beyond the village. One clear morning, Kavi woke up feeling restless. He had been noticing that he often relied on his friends to make him happy, on his parents to solve his problems, and on the village elders for wisdom. He felt uneasy and wanted to understand how he could find happiness and strength within himself. Determined to find answers, Kavi decided to visit Bhikkhu Sona. As Kavi walked the familiar path to the monastery, the birds chirped melodiously, and the gentle breeze rustled through the leaves. He found Bhikkhu Sona meditating beneath an ancient banyan tree, its sprawling branches providing a cool shade. The monk opened his eyes and smiled warmly as Kavi approached. "Good morning, Kavi," Bhikkhu Sona greeted him. "What brings you here today?" "Bhikkhu Sona," Kavi began, "I've been feeling very dependent on others for my happiness. I rely on my friends, my family, and even you for wisdom. How can I learn to find happiness and strength within myself?" Bhikkhu Sona nodded thoughtfully and motioned for Kavi to sit beside him. "Kavi, let me tell you a story that might help you understand." Kavi sat down eagerly, ready to listen. "Many years ago," Bhikkhu Sona began, "there was a young prince named Siddhartha. He lived in a magnificent palace with all the luxuries one could imagine. He had servants to attend to his every need, friends to entertain him, and teachers to impart knowledge. Despite all this, Siddhartha felt a deep sense of emptiness and dissatisfaction. One day, Siddhartha decided to leave the palace and explore the world outside. He wanted to understand why he felt this way despite having everything. As he traveled, he saw people suffering from sickness, old age, and death. He realized that no amount of external comfort could protect him from the inevitable challenges of life. Determined to find a solution, Siddhartha left his royal life behind and became a wandering monk. He meditated under a Bodhi tree, seeking enlightenment. After many days of deep meditation, Siddhartha attained enlightenment and became the Buddha. He realized that true happiness comes from within, through understanding and accepting the nature of life. The Buddha taught that we must not depend on others for our happiness. Instead, we should cultivate inner peace, wisdom, and compassion. By doing so, we can remain content and resilient no matter what challenges we face. Kavi listened intently, absorbing every word. "But Bhikkhu Sona," he asked, "how can I start finding happiness and strength within myself?" Bhikkhu Sona smiled and stood up, gesturing for Kavi to follow him. They walked to a nearby garden where flowers of various colors bloomed and butterflies danced in the air. "Kavi," Bhikkhu Sona said, "just as a garden needs care and attention to flourish, so does your mind and heart. Here are some steps you can take to cultivate inner happiness and strength. Number 1, mindfulness. Pay attention to the present moment. Notice the beauty around you, like the flowers in this garden or the sound of the river. Mindfulness helps you appreciate the simple joys of life. Number 2, gratitude. Every day, think of 3 things you are grateful for. It could be your family, friends, or even the delicious food you had. Gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have. Number 3, self-compassion. Be kind to yourself. When you make mistakes, forgive yourself and learn from them. Treat yourself with the same kindness you would offer a friend. Number 4, meditation. Spend a few minutes each day in quiet reflection. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, and focus on your breath. Meditation helps calm your mind and brings clarity. Number 5, acts of kindness. Helping others brings joy to your heart. It could be as simple as sharing your lunch with a friend or helping your parents with chores. Acts of kindness create a sense of connection and fulfillment. Kavi nodded, feeling a sense of hope and determination. "Thank you, Bhikkhu Sona. I will start practicing these steps." Bhikkhu Sona patted Kavi's shoulder. "Remember, Kavi, The journey to inner happiness and strength is a lifelong one. Be patient with yourself and keep practicing. You have the strength within you to find true happiness. With a heart full of gratitude, Kavi thanked Bhikkhu Sona and made his way back to the village. As he walked, he noticed the vibrant colors of the flowers, the soothing sound of the river, and the warmth of the sun on his skin. He felt a sense of peace he had never experienced before. Days turned into weeks, and Kavi diligently practiced the steps Bhikkhu Sona had shared. He became more mindful of his surroundings, appreciating the beauty in everyday moments. He kept a gratitude journal, writing down the things he was thankful for each day. He treated himself with kindness and meditated regularly, finding solace in the stillness. Kavi also made an effort to help others. He helped his friends with their studies, assisted his parents with household chores, and shared his snacks with those who had none. Each act of kindness brought a smile to his face and warmth to his heart. As time passed, Kavi noticed a change within himself. He no longer felt dependent on others for his happiness. Instead, he felt a deep sense of contentment and inner peace. He realized that true happiness came from within, from understanding and accepting the nature of life. One day, as Kavi sat by the river, watching the water flow gently, he felt a sense of gratitude for the journey he had undertaken. He knew that there would be challenges ahead, but he felt confident in his ability to face them with inner strength and wisdom. Kavi continued to visit Bhikkhu Sona, sharing his experiences and seeking guidance. The monk would listen with a smile, offering words of wisdom and encouragement. Kavi's journey was far from over, but he had taken the first steps towards a life of inner happiness and self-reliance. And so, in the quaint village cradled by majestic mountains and tranquil rivers, Kavi's story became an inspiration to others. The villagers admired his transformation and sought to follow his example. They too began to practice mindfulness, gratitude, self-compassion, meditation, and acts of kindness. The village thrived with a newfound sense of harmony and contentment. The children played joyfully, the elders shared their wisdom, and the community came together to support one another. Kavi's journey had not only transformed his own life, but had also brought positive change to the entire village. As the years went by, Kavi grew into a wise and compassionate young man. He continued to learn and grow, always seeking to deepen his understanding of life. He knew that the journey to inner happiness was a lifelong one, but he embraced it with an open heart and a curious mind. And so, the story of Kavi and his journey to find happiness within himself became a cherished tale in the village. It was a reminder to all that true happiness comes from within, and that by cultivating inner peace, wisdom, and compassion, we can find contentment and resilience in the face of life's challenges. So, dear friends, let us remember the lessons from Kavi's story. Let us seek happiness within ourselves, and in doing so, create a world filled with peace, joy, and compassion. Moral of the story: true happiness and inner strength come from within ourselves, not from external sources or the approval of others. By practicing mindfulness, gratitude, self-compassion, meditation, and acts of kindness, we can cultivate a deep sense of contentment and resilience. These practices help us appreciate the beauty of everyday moments, shift our focus from what we lack to what we have, and foster a sense of connection and fulfillment. Ultimately, understanding and accepting the nature of life allows us to find lasting inner peace and bring positive change to our communities. Thank you for joining us on Kavi's inspiring journey to inner happiness. If this story touched your heart and brought value to your day, please give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends and family, and leave a comment below with your thoughts or your own experiences. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out on more uplifting stories and practical wisdom. Your support means the world to us and helps us continue spreading positivity and mindfulness. Let's grow this community together and embark on a path to inner peace and happiness.